Today is the largest strike in American history in the past 70 years, and it's happening right now in Minneapolis, a statewide strike in Minnesota. You can see behind me, people are out here.
What's happening in Minnesota right now defies belief. News reports simply don't do justice to the level of chaos and disruption and trauma the federal government is raining down upon our communities. 2,000 to 3,000 armed agents of the federal government have been deployed to Minnesota.
Because people need to see
Armed,
it.
masked,
Here are the two
undertrained
angles I
ICE
have of
agents
the shooting in
are going
Minneapolis
door to
this
door,
morning.
ordering
Look,
people to point out
If you don't want
where
to
their
see
neighbors
somebody
of
be
color live.
executed in cold
They're
blood,
pulling over people
scroll on.
indiscriminately.
That's all I'm saying.
Including U.S.
This is your
citizens,
warning.
and demanding
They
to see
do
their
too
papers.
much, man, and they keep
And at
pushing
grocery
people,
stores, at bus stops, even at our schools. They're breaking windows, dragging pregnant women down the street, just plain grabbing Minnesotans and shoving them into unmarked vans, kidnapping innocent people with no warning and no due process. Let's be very, very clear. This long ago stopped being a matter of immigration enforcement. Instead, it's a campaign of organized brutality against the people of Minnesota by our own federal government. Last week, that campaign claimed the life of Renee Nicole Good. We've all watched the video. We've all seen what happened. And yet, instead of conducting an impartial investigation so we can hold accountable the officer responsible for Renee's death, the Trump administration is devoting the full power of the federal government to finding an excuse to attack the victim and her family. Just yesterday, 6 federal prosecutors, including the longtime career prosecutor leading the charge to investigate and eliminate fraud in our state's programs, quit their jobs rather than go along with this assault on the United States Constitution. But as bad as it's been, Donald Trump intends for it to get worse. This week, he went online to promise that, quote, the day of retribution and reckoning is coming. That's a direct threat against the people of this state, who dared to vote against him 3 times, and who continue to stand up for freedom with courage and empathy and profound grace. All across Minnesota, people are stepping up to help their neighbors who are
I'm
being
currently at a
unjustly
stoplight,
and
so I'm not driving.
unlawfully
However,
targeted.
right now, about a block
They're
away from my
distributing
house,
care
which I'm
packages
racing back
and
to, they
walking
are going
kids to
door to
school
door.
and raising
I
their
just stopped
voices
and
in
picked up a
peaceful
neighbor kid
protest,
who is
even though doing so
in danger of being
has made many of our
picked
fellow
up off of the
Minnesotans
road
targets for violent
because they
retribution.
decide to do this at school
Folks, I know
time.
it's scary, and I know it's absurd that we all have
I
to
don't
be
know how
defending
to
law and
plead
order,
enough with
justice,
people.
and humanity.
This is happening.
While also caring for our families and trying to do
This
our
is
jobs.
happening.
So
They
tonight,
are
let me say once
stealing
again to
people.
Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, end this occupation. You've done enough. Let me say 4 critical things to the people of Minnesota.
Okay, and I just get a
4 things I
notification
want
that
you
my
to
kid's
hear
school
as
is
you
going
watch the
into
news
lockdown.
and look out for your neighbors. First, Donald Trump wants this chaos. He wants confusion.
If you are out there
and yes,
right now
he wants
acting
more
like
violence
everything's
on our
totally
streets.
fine, you're just gonna like go get
We
a massage
cannot give
or
him
like
what he wants.
go out to brunch with some
We
friends.
can't. We must
You
protest
need to stop.
loudly.
You need to
urgently,
open your eyes,
but also
because the
peacefully.
reality of
Indeed,
what is
as hard
happening
as we will fight in the courts and at
is
the ballot
atrocious.
box, we cannot and will not let violence prevail.
And don't give me some bullshit
You're
like,
angry?
well, if you
I'm
follow
angry.
the law.
Angry's not a strong enough word.
Look at the Fourth
But we
Amendment.
must remain peaceful. Second, you are not powerless. You are not helpless, and you are certainly not alone. All across Minnesota, people are learning about opportunities, not just to resist, but to help people who are in danger. Thousands upon thousands of our fellow Minnesotans are going to be relying on mutual aid in the days and weeks to come, and they need our support. Tonight, I want to share another way you can help. Witness. Help us establish a record of exactly what's happening in our communities. You have an absolute right to peacefully film ICE agents as they conduct these activities. So carry your phone with you at all times. And if you see these ICE agents in your neighborhood, take out that phone and hit record. Help us create a database of the atrocities against Minnesotans, not just to establish a record for posterity, but to bank evidence for future prosecution. The third thing I want to say to you tonight is, we will not have to live like this forever. Accountability is coming at the voting booth and in court. We will reclaim our communities from Donald Trump. We will reestablish a sense of safety for our neighbors. And we will bring an end to this moment of chaos, confusion, and trauma. We will find a way to move forward, and we'll do it together. And we'll not be alone. Every day, we are working with business leaders, faith leaders, legal experts, and elected officials from across this country. They've all seen what Donald Trump is trying to do to our state, and they know their states could be next. And that brings me to the fourth thing I want to say tonight, Minnesota, how incredibly proud I am of the way that you've risen to meet this unbearable moment. But I'm not at all surprised, because this is who we are. Minnesotans believe in the rule of law, and Minnesotans believe in the dignity of all people. We're a place where there's room for everybody, no matter who you are, or who you love, or where you came from. A place where we feed our kids, we take care of our neighbors, and we look out for those in the shadows of life. We're an island of decency in a country being driven towards cruelty. We will remain an island of decency, of justice, of community, of peace. And tonight I come before you simply to ask, don't let anyone take that away from us. Thank you, protect each other, and may God bless the people of Minnesota.
I feel weird. It feels weird to be trying to live my life day to day while everything is falling apart around us. It feels weird to be going to work and be concerned about bills. It feels weird to be trying to make music. It feels weird to have fun with my friends and indulge in my hobbies. It feels weird to be concerned about the ending of Stranger Things. It feels like everything is arbitrary and everything is a distraction. Even my own happiness is a distraction. Like, why the fuck should I be waking up and going to work while ICE agents are shooting people in the fucking street in cold blood?